along with it.
You know, I invited Pitmaster Jim Johnson to join us this week leading up to St. Patty's Day because the man can cook.
Yes,
and I figured he would come up with something for the theme of St. Patty's Day. It's good to see you.
Do you have any Irish in you there, Jim?
I doubt it.
I don't know. You might. You might.
Who knows?
We all do this week.
Exactly.
We all do.
Jim Johnson.
So what did you conjure up for us today? Because normally it's barbecue ribs and chicken.
Well, everybody's always thinking about the corned beef and cabbage and things like that.
Eat that every New Year's Day.
Everybody's going to have it. They're going to have it for St. Patty's Day. So I did something a little bit different on this.
Okay.
So what we did is we took a head of cabbage, we hollowed it out, and I don't know if Ron can tilt that up or not so they can be seen. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
So what happened is we hollow it out on the inside, and inside is a smoked sausage.
Yeah.
And we had spicy Italian sausage. There's some apple cider vinegar in there. And then we put some spices and seasonings and all that to kick it up a little bit. So we wanted to do something unique, something a little bit different, you know.
It smells like heaven.
It does.
So we're going to take
and Ron
this
and I
out.
both love cabbage.
I love
What about all
cabbage.
that good in there?
Yeah, exactly. That's going to go on your plate in a little bit. So,
Okay, all right. Yeah,
we need
I may just drink it right out of it.
We need a straw.
And me alone read.
So all we're going to do is you're just going to come back and...
Oh, look how that falls off.
So, and you want it tender, and you can put this on the grill. You can do it any way you like.
Well, how long did you cook it in a meal on reed pan?
Yes,
okay.
I did. I was
Time in the
lazy.
kitchen has those.
So,
but how long did that go down then?
well, I cook it for about an hour and a half.
Okay.
And
low and slow?
Yeah, low and slow and everything. I say low and slow. It's probably 275 degrees, but it's one of those that it makes for a nice presentation when you do it like so. Mm-hmm. So, as you can see.
Here, let me get that out of the way so you can see that.
Look at that. So what's inside here again, Jim?
There's going to be Italian sausage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oops, it's okay.
And I get some
I'll
on
eat
Ron's
it off
plate.
of
You
here.
got smoked sausage in there too. So
Smoked sausage in there, and then Italian sausage that's going to be a little spicy.
Okay.
And then you're going to have the cabbage, and then you're going to have the apple cider vinegar in there so that you're going to have that and be able to cook it down and add a nice flavor to it. So it's going to have that nice flavor, and then we add some spices to it. So we're going to actually use...
Wonderful.
We got some of the barbecue
That's an
rub.
interesting combination. I mean, I love it. It's fantastic.
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different play and everything on the St. Patty's Day, where you get your traditional corned beef cabbage and what have you. So it's going to be a little bit of a traditional change on that. So yeah, from that standpoint, I think it turns out really good.
You really get, I mean, you get the vinegar, but it's not,
it's not overpowering at all.
No, it's sweet.
It's not overpowering.
Really,
So,
and that sausage is great. You could add lib though. What else could you put in there?
well, you can do anything. You can add different types of sausages. I used Italian sausage. One of the things that I use is like a breakfast sausage, like a Jimmy Dean sage sausage. When you do that, it's got a really nice flavor. It changes flavor profile a little bit. So from that standpoint, it's really, really nice. So
yeah, this is a lot sweeter than I thought it would be.
And you know what? Of course, I love cooked cabbage. Any way you make it,
exactly,
I'm there.
Exactly.
This is this is really tasty.
Yeah.
Do
you have a recipe, Jim, that you can give people to do?
Well, what we'll do is we'll get it to you. You can put it on the website. And they can always come back to you guys.
Okay. Good deal.
And do it from that standpoint. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Oh,
that is really good. Now, did you rub the cabbage down with like olive oil or anything?
Well,
because
what I do is I put just a little bit of olive oil on it, but I use the Mediterranean infused olive oil, so I use a lot of infused olive oil.
Tell me about that.
So there's so many different flavors for olive oil. I have the one that's lemon infused that I use with seafood. We just used it last Friday night, as Joe was talking about sea bass. We use that on the sea bass. So we have the different infused ones. So I had a Mediterranean infused. So I put that on, and then that allows the dry rubs to stick better. So there's some red pepper flakes in there.
Right.
So there's some dry rub on there. We use the Becky Sue barbecue rub.
Yeah,
that Becky Sue.
So
that is the best
Here you go,
rub.
Ron. You got to have a little bit of that.
You can get that rub too. If somebody wants some of that rub, and that is the best rub. That is a world champion rub, by the way.
It was voted #1 barbecue rub in the world last year. So we were very, very fortunate. So
yes, you were. And
but you can get that at Time in the Kitchen, right?
Exactly, exactly. They go through a ton of it. You can go to the website. They have it on the website, so it's out there. There's a lot of places that have it. So there's going to be a ton of places. So this is going to be really, really nice. This is a great finish. It's something good to do different for St. Patty's Day.
And it's showy too.
Yeah,
you want
exactly.
to share that. Well, Jim's not going away. We're going to come back and go for dessert for St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yes, we got some desserts here.
Forgive
For
our
St.
bad
Patty's
accent, will
Day.
you?
Come on back and join us.
This is amazing.